Next time.
Peace. This is the enemy's public, and I am Bro.Nasir. Ted Cruz, all of the Republican senators, I know what your underlying problem is with Facebook and Twitter. You're highly upset because they're taking down all of the lies and misleading information that Donald Trump is giving the American people. Now, let me get this out the way. I don't subscribe to no political party, never did, and never will. And Donald Trump is not a friend of black people. Neither is Joe Biden, neither one of them. Let me get that out the way. Now, Ted Cruz went off on the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, asking him who the hell do he think he is to censor people, because Ted Cruz is upset because when Donald Trump do these outrageous posts, they get taken down because they be outright lies, and either it's a lie or it's misleading. Same thing, a damn lie. And the Republicans are highly upset about that. It's very ironic how they can say that Twitter and Facebook is censoring free speech when they took the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan off Facebook and Twitter for telling the truth. It took him off for telling the truth. But they are highly upset that Donald Trump is taking off Facebook and Twitter when he posts misleading and outright lies on the media platforms. Ted Cruz had this to say.
Post about the New York Post as well, is that correct?
Within that 24-hour period, yes, but we, as the policy has changed, anyone can tweet the article.
So Twitter takes the view you can censor the New York Post, you can censor Politico, presumably you can censor the New York Times or any other media outlet. Mr. Dorsey, who the hell elected you and put you in charge of what the media are allowed to report and what the American people are allowed to hear? And why do you persist in behaving as a Democratic super PAC, silencing views to the contrary of your political beliefs?
Let's give Mr. Dorsey a few seconds to answer that, and then we'll have to conclude this segment.
Well, we're not doing that, and this is why I opened this hearing with calls for more transparency. We realize we need to earn trust more. We realize that more accountability is needed to show our intentions and to show the outcomes.
Thank you, Senator.
So I hear the concerns and acknowledge them, but we want to fix it with more transparency.
Thank you, Senator Cruz.
Now, isn't that very hypocritical? It was more senators going at Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey about their platforms. Yet Ted Cruz was the most upset out of all of them. At least he's the one who showed it. Now, when you subscribe or to these media platforms, there's a agreement that you sign or you click on an X when you subscribe to these media platforms. And you submit to that. So when they take your video down, they take your video down because it doesn't meet the guidelines. And I know, don't get me twisted, Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey are very selective of who they take down. If you don't believe in their political persuasion or ideology, they take your videos down and they take your posts down. Because racist white people can get on YouTube, they can get on Facebook, Twitter, all these other media platforms and spew all kinds of hatred and rhetoric, and the videos don't get taken down. Somebody like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan can get on these media platforms and tell the truth, and his videos are taken down. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan was taken off Facebook and Twitter altogether. Not because he was spewing hate, not because he was spreading falsehoods. Yet when other media platforms like Vlad TV can outright lie on the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and his video stays up, his platform stays up, where he can outright lie on the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I'm not going to say how unfair it is because it's in these people's very nature to behave like this. So I'm not going to say, oh, it's unfair like a little spoiled brat child. Yet, this is what they do. Facebook and Twitter are very selective on the videos that they take down and the videos they let stay up. If it meets their ideology and support their political narrative, they let it stay up. Now, Joe Biden, he told a whole bunch of lies, but his videos, I guarantee they stay up. Joe Biden is just as wicked as Donald Trump. But I guarantee you, if you go check the videos that Joe Biden, if he posted any, they're lies. Outright lies. But Facebook and Twitter are biased at the same time. But I know why Ted Cruz is upset. Because they want to be able to manipulate this so-called election. I call it a selection because presidents are not elected. They don't elect any presidents. They select them. And they want to be able to have a projected winner when they feel like it and say this person won or that person won prematurely, and they just want to be able to manipulate the people through these media platforms and these media platforms are not having it. And not only that, these are private entities. There's no freedom of speech on a private entity. It's like, when you go out in public, there's no expectation of privacy in public. There's no expectation of freedom of speech on a private entity. You signed up for these platforms and you knew the guidelines. So if you get on there spreading what they consider falsehoods, like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan spreading the truth, yet they deemed the truth as hate. So they took his videos off. Excuse me. And they banned him from Facebook and they banned him from Twitter. But I know why Ted Cruz is upset. This is the Enemy's Public, and I'm Bro.Nasir. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Peace.